Okay, let's finish this one out, and I'll try to go a little quicker next time so we don't have to put one in two different videos. Um, what I was saying, I think, is front view and side view have to be the same height. So I know that the height of those two is gonna line up, and the views are gonna line up. Okay, so now I'm basically drawing this view, looking straight at it from the side. So my depth, I can find depth up here. Depth is the same in top view and side view. That's what I need next, and it's 1.5. 1.5. So I'm going to count over 1.5 and draw that in. Same on the top. Notice how my top lines up with the top of my front view. 1.5. And connect that on down. So now I have the overall shape of this side view. I just need to show that feature. I know that that's 1.5 up, but the cheat way, the easier way is just to bring it over from the front view onto there to show this line. So that's what I'm going to do. And that is done. So I would have to dimension this drawing if I didn't give the scale, but since it has the scale, I don't have to actually write dimensions on it. Okay, just kind of a quick review here real quick. There's my front view. There's my top view. There's my side view. Front view and top view, same width. Front view and side view, same height. Top view and side view, same depth. Okay, let's do block number 3. Okay, so get your drawing ready. In just a second, I'm going to pause it. Make sure you border the whole thing. Your title blocks are 13 blocks wide. You've gave yourself these 2 construction lines on which to letter. Letters are 1/4 inch, all caps, pretty close to spaced. And we're going to go ratio 1:1 again. Okay? And then after you get your drawing ready to go, looking at this drawing, or looking at this object with a width of 4, an overall height of 3 1/4, and a depth of 1.5, get out your starting point formula and try to find the starting point. Okay? Pause the video right now and get caught up to that point and try to have starting point. Okay? Go ahead and pause it. So now your drawing should look like mine. Ready to rock. If you did everything right, knowing that our ratio is 1:1, your starting point should be over 11, up 8. Over 11 from here, and up 8 is the starting point. Yeah, you're noticing it's the same on everything we've done so far, and it will be until we change the scale or draw something with different overall dimensions. Okay, starting point, front view, that's my starting point. Ratio is 1:1, so I'm using all same numbers. I've got a few dimensions that aren't given, but again, I have to do some math to find those. Overall height's 3 1/4. That takes up 1 inch of that. So this is going to be 2 1/4. Okay? And then on this feature, if this feature looks similar and this one is not dimensioned, I just assume that it is the same dimensions as this one. So 1 inch, 1 inch. Okay, that dimension's not given, but I know I'm 4 overall. That takes up 1. That takes up 1. 4 minus 1 minus 1 more leaves me 2 inches up here at the top. Okay, so let's get started. That corner equals that corner. Width is 4. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold my pencil there. Butt my ruler against it. Bring it over. Third drawing now, so the neatness should really be starting to get better. Nice, neat, straight lines with the correct line weights. Height here, I just did the math on that and decided that had to be 2 1/4 because I'm 3 1/4 overall minus 1. So 1, 2, and 1/4. I did that kind of fast. 1, 2, and 1/4. Bring it down. I'm going to go ahead and do that on the right side to show this. 1, 2, and 1/4. I'm going kind of quick, but pause it anytime you need to. And I come in 1 on both sides. So that's going to be right there. My ruler's already here. I know that that has to be the same. So I'm going to jump over there and draw that in. Okay. Height is 1 on both. So 1 would be right there to the next 4th. I'm going to go ahead and do it over here also. It's going to be right there. Bam. 4 minus 1 minus 1 more should leave me with 2. And I know I'm correct because that's exactly what I got left, 2. So I'm going to just connect those tops. Okay. Bam. Front view. Okay, now we haven't ran into this yet. To figure out where to put my top view, I was 8 up to here, so I got to be 8 again. But I'm not going to count from here. I'm going to count from the highest point, which would be there, where that imaginary line would come out and meet that imaginary line. That's where I'm going to start counting up to get my spacing for top view. Okay, and it's 8 because this is 8. So from here, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pause the video and count that again if you need to. But it was from here, I went up 8 units. Okay, and I need to draw my top view, which would be that. Front view and top view share the same width. Front view, top view, common width. Front view is 4 wide, so top view has to be 4 wide. And it's going to line up perfectly with my front view if I bring it up. Okay, so from here, I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. It's going to be right there. Bring that over. And throw my depth on there, which is 1.5. So 1.5 be right there. I got enough now that I can go ahead and draw out my rectangle, the overall shape of this dude. Come over 4. Finish it out. Should look like that. That's the overall shape. I just need to show these 2 lines. I know that they're each in 1 inch because I got that from the front view. In 1 inch. The easier way is just to line them up with the front view. Everything has to line up on these views. I'm just going to put my ruler there. Don't draw in this entire line. Just draw it up here. But use your ruler to line it up. And just put the line up top. Okay, so that was that right there. I need this one. It's going to line up with that one. Again, I saw some of you guys doing this whole line just there. So there's my top view. Top view. Don't label these views like we did on the last one. That was just for practice. Now I need to put my side view over here. Side view looks like that. Looking at it from down from the side. I need to get my spacing. That was 11 from here to here. I'm going to go 11 more. So this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. that point is this point. I'm going to draw the side. Front view and side view share a common height. So that's going to be 3 1/4. And these views are going to line up perfectly. 1, 2, 3, and 1/4. Draw that in. That line is this whole side of the side view. Now I need depth. Side view, top view, common depth, which is 1 1/2. Okay, so I'm going to go over 1 1/2. Draw that in. So that's that. That is that. You draw my top. It's going to be the same. 1 1/2. Notice it's lining up perfectly with my front view. Half. Just need to draw in the side here, and that's just going to be a straight line down. Just need to show that line now. I know that it's 1 down from the top. I can get that from my front view. Those have to line up. Okay, it has to line up because it's the same thing, right? That line is the same as that line. So I'm going to bring that over to where it hits the side view. So that's my side view. Side view, front view, top view. Okay? These two line up, same width. These two line up, same height. These two don't line up, but they share common depth. Okay? Your last step on these is just to take an eraser, and if you've got any ugly spots anywhere, just clean them up real nice. And that is block 3. 3 more to go.